Okay.
One more time.
All right, got it.
We'll just pretend like this is the first one again. Okay, so you start playing softball at 6 years old.
Yes.
Why?
Actually, my brother was the one who we went to the fields, and he was always there, so I would always just go and like play on the playground, and we would always see this team practicing, and they're little girls, and I was just like watching them, and my mom was the one like, oh, let's go like ask the coach, like see if let's go, like if you want to go over there. And I was like, no, I don't really want to go. I was super shy, little 6-year-old me. And so finally, like, she's like, no, let's just go. Like, you need to do something. And then I was like, okay. So he was like, yeah, she can just practice with us. So that's how I started. It was just at a random park, too. So.
Okay, so fast forward a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
You're 10 or 11 years old, and you're doing a recruitment video.
Yes, for
colleges.
Yep.
Okay, so how does a 10-year-old even go about thinking about colleges at that point? Because that's crazy.
I think it was just my dream. Like, I really wanted to go to college, so I just wanted, like, to be the best. So my dad started recording me and, like, to get myself out there for colleges.
And you were throwing hard at 10 years old
I
already.
was. And I was really skinny, so I don't know. I think it just started happening, but it, like, improved and progressed as I got older, so.
Okay, so now you start going into high school.
Mm-hmm.
You were already coming up. You were already on one of the best teams, actually the best team in softball, right?
Yeah.
So how was that jump going from?
I think it was better for me. So I think it helped me because on the team that I played for was Ramblers, and we actually played up with older girls, like 18U girls, 16U girls, and we were just like little 12-year-olds. And we would actually like beat them and win because, our team was like one of the better teams. So when I came up to high school, I've already like played with like older girls and competed with older girls, so I think it was better for me. Like I was already like, oh, I'm at this level. So.
Okay, so your freshman year,
Mm-hmm.
you field 1,000%,
Mm-hmm.
or 100%. It's fielding 1,000, but so you're pretty much perfect. You're already at that high skill level.
Yeah.
Now you guys get into state your freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
Now what's that like? Because that's probably the biggest stage you've been on at that point.
Yeah,
right?
it definitely was. It was a great experience, actually. Everyone expected us to play there. We played at U of A, actually, but yeah, I was super nervous. I didn't really know what to expect, actually. There was a big crowd on hand, more than like I've seen in actual like college teams play, actually. It was crazy.
And you were starting as a freshman.
Yeah.
So you came on Willow and you.
Yeah, I was one of the 2 starters, actually, 2 freshmen that played that game. We had about 12, 13 freshmen on the team, so it was crazy.
Really?
Yep.
So that was a really young team.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to sophomore year.
Okay.
So now you're back in.
Yeah, back in action.
Is that more pressure that year?
I think it was more pressure because freshman year I did play in outfield. I didn't play infield at all that year, so I was just practicing outfield. So sophomore year came and we did not have a third baseman at all. Like, no one played third base, so I had to take the role and like step up and play third base, and I actually did really good. I worked on it every single day because I had to take that role. And
that's after already playing shortstop, outfield,
Yes.
second base.
Yeah, and so I've never played third base before, and so we make it to state, and I'm like, a lot of people are expecting me to do good because a lot of people know that I've never played third base before. But they told me, like, you look just like such a natural. So I was just like, wow. Like.
Okay, so you get your second state title.
Okay.
Now let's talk about Hot Shots.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, how many teammates from Willow were on Hot Shots? So
just one, I think.
Tristan?
No, Tristan was on a different team. It was just Alana.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Hot Shots is a year-round private club ball.
Yeah.
Right, and you guys have championships.
Yeah, we do.
With Hot Shots too, right?
Yeah, just tournaments.
How much has Hot Shots helped your the high school playing?
Well, I do play up. So I've been on Hot Shots when I was a freshman, actually. So that's still like playing up with 18U girls that were committed to big Division I colleges. And so I think it helped me a lot because I'm also playing at that level, just like I said. So yeah.
Okay.
It's helped me.
Okay, so let's talk about colleges. Okay, so tomorrow, literally, you're open.
Yeah,
to
September
start talking.
1st. Yep.
And you already do have something scheduled.
Yeah,
You already have a call
I do
scheduled,
have
right?
a call scheduled with a big Division I college.
Are you excited about that?
I am excited. I'm very nervous. I talked to one of my Marissa actually. She's committed to Mizzou, so I asked her about like what should I say, what like are questions I should expect, just stuff like that, so I can be prepared. And she said it's totally normal to be nervous, like just be yourself. So
Okay, so what now? So right now you're batting you're 4.6. Sorry, a 4.63.
Mm-hmm.
Your on base percentage is 5.56. 19 RBIs, only 3 home runs.
only 3.
That's because you get on base, like you're an on base hitter.
I'm an on base hitter.
I think 12. Last year you had 12 doubles.
Yeah, I think
so. Yeah,
12.
And
I
one
remember.
in the championship game. And so
Yeah, that one actually almost went out. I hit it off the wall, so yeah,
Okay.
It was pretty cool.
Let's talk about that game a little. Like how did you feel going into that? Like
Going into that, I knew like I've been here before, like just play normal. I've played a normal softball game. This is a normal softball game. I was just in my zone. The adrenaline rush was crazy. The stands were loud. It was just crazy. Everyone expects you to be the best. Like you make it to state, you should be the best. So.
And you were playing the same team that you played last year.
Yep, they are rivals actually, and a lot goes on between us, our team and their team. It's crazy. They're something else, but they are really good. I will give them that. They have a lot of good players, good fast players, fielding players, hitting players.
So you guys go in now with a whole lot of pressure for a third title.
Yeah.
What do you guys you're already playing for Hot Shots, but when do you guys start for Willow Canyon? When do you guys start prepping?
We start normal season starts in February, but we always start like in October. We start practicing before November. We have to get those practices in, but they'll last a long time. They'll last either 4 hours. Last season or the season before that, they lasted almost 5 hours. A lot of that would be running sometimes because, we would make errors, but it all worked out in the end.
Okay, so now thinking about colleges, what was like a big misconception back when you were, 10, 12 years old thinking about that versus now that it's a realistic thing going forward? Like,
Yes. So when I was younger, I was like, Division I, like those are big schools. I never thought Division I. I would just always think UCLA, Washington, Oklahoma. Like everyone has a dream of going there. And then now it's like you have to make it more realistic. And yeah, I can go there, but it's just crazy how it's like here right now.
Right, it's literally tomorrow.
It's literally tomorrow. This is literally what I've dreamt of and worked so hard for. And,
okay, so what's the dream scenario for you?
just to go Division I. I want to be a starter at a high D1 college. I just want to prove to everyone that I've made it here and I worked hard for it. Not just, oh, she's overrated. She doesn't deserve all that. Like she never worked hard. And a lot of people have told me that. Some people have told me she doesn't deserve to go to a high level. Oh, she's uncoachable. It's crazy, but
I've seen you play. I've seen you guys play. Like there's no girl on that Hot Shots team that can't go Division I and do whatever they want. So you just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
But so if you do go Division I, you had 3 or 4 Hot Shots teammates go Division I.
I did.
How do you feel about having to one day have to play them?
I think it's actually a really good experience, a really cool experience, brings back memories. I think it's a little like, oh, I'm playing you, I'm going to win. I think it's more of like, I just think it'd be cool. So.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool to face Alana, because Alana's out at Louisiana Tech.
Yes.
You have Jolie and Tristan at BYU.
I have a lot of more teammates from Hot Shots, Boston College. I don't remember anywhere else, but
yeah, they all went to some really big schools.
Southern Utah. They're really cool, really big. So
let's talk about Hot Shots for a little bit. So that's like you guys go all over the place.
Yeah.
That's a lot of travel.
We've traveled to Massachusetts, California, Colorado. It's crazy.
So
it's
I got
cool
to shoot you guys in California, which was super cool. That is like the big tournament, right?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest tournaments of the year. That is the biggest tournament of the year.
Yeah, that Huntington Beach. It's ridiculous. It was cool. Those games are really cool. They're 45 minutes. Whoever's up at the end wins.
Yeah.
how does that how big of a difference is like that style of play versus the big 5A championship games?
That style of play, we're just working towards like more colleges just to come watch us, but there's like less people there, not really as much. You're playing with players like that have played, like they're out of state, you've never played them before, whereas high school, like it's not as competitive until you get to the championship game. Like in club, every game is competitive. You are playing the best of the best because they want to go to college, so they have to show themselves.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. With all that travel, like you play hot shots year round.
Yeah.
You guys only get like a month off, right? Mm-hmm. Does that take its toll on you? How do you?
No,
how does that
I
affect
think
you?
sometimes it's mentally draining because I've done it for so long. So sometimes I'm just like, why aren't I getting better? Like some practices, I get frustrated. I'm like, what is going on? I do this every single day, but then it's just.
How do you deal with that?
Sometimes I cry. I actually.
That's actually not a bad way to deal with stuff.
Sometimes I cry. I go in my room, but then actually I've gotten these 2 mentality books that have helped with like mental. Like your mental, how you play, how you should react.
Okay.
One's called the inner game of tennis. It's not really about tennis, but it's more about like how you should react, how you should like respond to like what is going on in your head. And then the other one is called Relentless. It's called From Good to Great to Unstoppable, and it just like gets you better, it motivates you more. So I think it helps me a lot. I've been reading them lately.
Okay, so is that new? Is that like a new thing for you? Is like reading these?
Yeah, I
these
have
motivational
actually.
sports
So
books?
I watched this guy called Jared McCain. He is really like popular on YouTube, and they've been recording him, and they show his daily life, and he actually reads those books. And he's super inspirational to me because he just works so hard every single day, nonstop. And he is a basketball player, and he just recently committed to Duke University.
Nice.
Yeah, so he just works really hard. And he's super relatable. So I feel like, yeah, like he can do that, I can do that, even though it's a different sport.
Okay, so who else inspires you?
My parents and a lot of my teammates. For example, Alana, she works really hard. She
inspires a lot.
She inspires a lot of people. She inspires me. I don't know what I would do without her. So
inspires me.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. She's really good.
Okay, so for like little girls coming up now, they don't have to deal with the whole college thing as young as like, and that was a terrible environment that I think colleges created. Like how you don't know. You're making a life-changing decision, like committing to a college, and you have no idea like what academics. And that's another thing. Like, are you looking at colleges for academics now? Is that
I am. It's one of my options right now, actually. For that Division I college, they are an Ivy League. They are more academic. I used to just be like, oh, D1's more softball, bigger softball programs, but now
so before it didn't matter as long as it was a big softball.
Yeah, but now it's like, oh, like academics are more my future. It's where my career is going to end up. So, yeah.
What do you want to study?
I haven't thought of that yet. I have, but I'm not for sure yet. So I can't make any promises. So.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah,
you can just settle on a college first, get your prereqs. How are you doing academically right now?
I am really good. I actually have a 4.3 GPA.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's going really good. My classes are all good. Everyone says junior year is going to be hard, but as of right now, it's going well. My hardest class is probably my math class. It's a pre-calculus honors class. I am not good at math.
Yeah, no, I don't do calculus.
I am not good at math, so I don't know how that's going to end up. I'm doing it online too, so it's pretty hard right now.
Okay, so what's the focus? Is the focus just getting offers this year?
Yeah, my focus is getting offers. That was my goal, actually. Like, no matter what it was, I just want to get offered. And then I wanted to commit by junior year because by the time senior year is here, a lot of the colleges, the big D1 schools are, like, they don't have any a good amount of money to give you because they've already given all their scholarships out to people.
Okay, so what is like that process like? When a college makes you an offer, is there like a time limit on that?
It depends on what schools they are because I know some people, they give them like, oh, you have 2 months, you have a week, whereas some colleges are like, you have as much time as you want. Like, take your time. I know it's a hard decision, but Yeah, that's what I was talking about with one of my teammates. She was saying how she had one of her college. They said, no, you only have 1 month to think about it.
Oof.
Yeah, so I don't know.
So it's not like you can take all year
Right.
to kind of make your decision.
Yeah.
Okay,
They have
that's a
other people
little pressure.
Yeah, they have other people that they want to. So if they don't take you, then they'll take the other person, the other girl standing right next to you. That will take the offer.
Right. Okay, so what's the best advice you can give to someone if you look back at your 10-year-old self right now, everything you like, what advice would you give that little girl?
It's okay to make mistakes. It's going to pass, and it's okay to have bad days sometimes, because the next day it will be okay. You will make it through.
How do you feel about the future? Like sitting here, you're 16 or 17?
16.
You're 16. Okay, as a 16-year-old high-level athlete, what does the future look like just for you?
Just go to college, finish up high school, hang out with my friends, family, get good grades, obviously, still in high school. So, yeah, I really want to go to, I don't know yet, but I am doing some clubs right now for school. I think it's going to better me.
What clubs are you doing?
It's called the Hosa Club, and it's more for, like, when you want to, it's like, learning about like how to be better. It's with groups of people who, I don't really know how to explain it. You do a whole bunch of activities. You like start learning how to speak out more.
Okay.
More about like nursing. You learn how to draw blood. A lot of stuff like that in the nursing area, medical area.
Yeah, because you kind of wanted to be a pediatrician. You're in the medical.
Right.
Kind of that's what.
And
you
I guess
do.
it goes really good on your transcript when a lot of people see it. So.
Yeah, you got to get those transcripts.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Will you come back and do this again?
I will.
Actually, I want to talk to you a couple times this year.
Yeah.
So I want to see how the recruiting's going, and then obviously when softball starts, I want to see if you guys get that three-peat. So we'll do this again.
Yeah, everyone's expecting that, so we'll see.
How do you feel about it right now with the team you have?
I think right now we're going strong. Our fielding is really good. We have pitching, we have catching. Our fielding, it's our infield. We don't know where that is specifically at right now, but we'll get there. We always push through. So.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, no, I can't wait.
Yeah,
and thank you for doing this a second time.
Yeah, no problem.
No, the first ones were just it was too short.
Yeah, it was.
So awesome.
This one was better.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
All right.
All right.
Awesome.